So why does rejection for a job happen? I'll answer that back in a minute. Hey everyone, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel, Gen Xer Plans, Budgets, and Stuff. This video falls under the stuff category. I recently did a video on the lessons I learned from a job rejection, and I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the thoughts I had about why job rejection happens. So I think the why is important to know because we can use some of these things for the next time that we go looking for another opportunity or another opportunity comes to find us, which is kind of what happened to me. So when I got the rejection letter, I talked about that in the video that I did recently. I kept saying, well, why didn't I get it? Why were there candidates better than me? So one thing I learned is that a better candidate doesn't always mean that they're better than me as a person. It just might mean that they're different. They might bring something to the company that I didn't have or couldn't provide. It's not that they're better than me or that I am worse than them. It's just that I did not present to them what they were looking for. Another thing is I looked at my CV, my resume, and there's a lot of my experience that I did not tie into this new job or some of the skills I have. I didn't tie into this position I was looking for. Recruiters and interviewers look for that. You know, what are you already doing that we can tie to the job that you are applying for? Another thing is sometimes you might be a mismatch to the culture of the company. Now, in my case, this was not the case because this was an inner company opportunity that I applied for. So I already know the culture of my organization that I'm involved in. I already know that. I may not know the particular culture of the department that I was applying for. So perhaps the interviewer knew more about that than I did, and they thought that I was not going to fit in there. So I have to realize that they knew something I didn't. And sometimes that is a good thing, even though I don't know the answer. Sometimes those type of things end up working out pretty well. So some other things with reasons why job rejection happens. Sometimes the scope of the position changes. I believe that might have been part of why I might not have been selected for this particular position that I applied for. The scope was definitely not something that was within my immediate wheelhouse. So I think that it just didn't, I just was not going to be a good fit for that. And as I said in my previous video, I figured out early on that I was not going to be a good fit for the job myself, but I wanted to wait for them to offer me the job so I could reject it. But I didn't get a chance to do that because they sent me the rejection letter instead. So another reason also could be that a job could be paused or canceled. That happens a lot, especially in this kind of climate. It's very easy that they can post jobs and then all of a sudden they do some reevaluating and they realize that it's not the right time to offer to put this job out there for applicants because of X, Y, or Z. It could be a lot of reasons. So it could be potentially just paused or the job could be canceled altogether. There was another job in this last time that I interviewed. I had actually applied for 2 positions. One of those positions ended up being totally canceled. And then the other one that I did not get, um, you know, for obvious reasons. So those are 5 different reasons why, job rejection happens. Sometimes the not knowing the why um, makes you engage in some negative self-talk. Well, I'm not good enough. There were X number of people better than me, and I didn't get this job. This particular job I applied for was like a brand new department, and they were hiring about 60 people. But I found out also that there were about 150 people that applied for these positions. So my odds of getting one of them was iffy at best. So knowing those facts kind of help things as well. So understanding that things that happen the way they do um, ultimately is going to be for my good. I don't know what the reason is now, but I know that eventually down the road I'm going to know that. But those are some of the reasons why job rejection happens. It's not anything about me as a person. It's not anything that I, you know, don't have. Well, actually it is something I don't have. I didn't have whatever they were looking for. I didn't have what they wanted. That doesn't mean that I'm, not going to have the opportunity in the future to grow. I will, and I'll keep looking for those opportunities. And that is what I want to encourage you to do. Let me know in the comments, have you been rejected from a job? Tell me what your experience is. What did you learn from it? Do you happen to know the why that you didn't get it? Did you get any feedback about why the position was not given to you? Sometimes these are things that we can use to help us down the road. So anyway, that is what I wanted to share with you today. Thanks for joining me. If you would be so kind as to click the thumbs up so that the algorithm will be helped. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you could do that, I would appreciate it. I have enjoyed and appreciated my steady growth over the last couple of months, and I hope to continue to do that. And hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I upload new content. And that is all for today. Thanks so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day.